Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the weekly forecast for Libra for the week beginning the 14th of August 2017. Now, I'm just going to get straight on with your reading here, Libra. Right, okay, there's a bit of a strange reading this when it's coming up. What it's saying here is I feel like we got this in another reading. I can't remember which one it was. There seems to have been that you haven't been yourself, or you haven't been enjoying yourself. It's like when I'm looking at life here, it's just, it seems like the happiness or the joy or the fun times or the friends. Don't know if you've been cutting yourself off from friends or whatever, but it just doesn't seem to have been there. It's like the laughter hasn't been there, if that makes sense. And I feel that there's a frustration coming with this now, you know, and there are changes needed to be made. Now, this might have been what you wanted. You might have wanted this bit alone time, but now it's starting to get frustrating and it's starting to piss you off in a way. And it's like they're saying this is changing now. It's like you are sort of, you know, I always, what they're showing there, like what they're saying, it's like, you know, when in the story in the Bible, when Jesus goes into the temple and he just kicks everything over, and that's what I'm getting here. This is this frustration that I'm feeling, you know, it's like just frustrated at the world, frustrated at the way things are, and feeling that you can't keep this. I mean, Libras are all about balance and keeping balance, and often Libras are people pleasers to keep the balance, but this is like it's just being pushed that little bit too far. And I feel like this could just be a blow up, like an explosion of you know, and all this frustration just starts coming to the head. Everything that you've been keeping down just blows up. Now, we are in eclipse season, okay? So eclipse season, it's a lot of people don't like it because it's uncomfortable, but what it does is it highlights areas that need addressing, okay? So with the eclipse season, Mercury going retrograde, all of this, you know, we've got some crazy planetary energies. I feel this is actually sort of helping to shift this stuff, but it's like, you know, once this releases there, then it's better than holding it in, because when you're holding it in, this can actually cause you to feel quite tense, quite anxious, and can actually lead to ill health as well. So it's like whatever you've been holding in, I feel is gonna sort of blow up, because they're saying it's like you've felt held in, or that you've been held back in some way, and there's been indecision. I think there's been thoughts about this, and you know, this could be around relationships as well, because it's sort of like when I'm looking at this, there's a lot of relationships there. There's a fighting, there's a giving up the fight, you know, there's actually having this sort of emotional breakthrough, like having a message sort of downloaded from the universe. And there's also sort of thinking, you know, this situation has not made me happy, and, you know, happiness is what I deserve. So, like I say, there could be a bit of a shitstorm this week for you, Libra. What you haven't seen in the past, it's now going to be staring you in the face. And like I say, this could be about emotions, and you're like, you know, you're not content with sort of putting up and shutting up. You want what you deserve, you know, and everybody does deserve happiness. And this is what it's saying there, you know, and it's like you've been working hard to keep the balance, you know, this is what Libras do. But this is saying it has been at the cost of you. There has been something missing, some yearning, something that has been making you sad in some way. And what they're saying here is like I say, when you have this sort of blowout or whatever, this is it's gonna make you feel quite strong. It's like your warrior sort of kicks in, and you sort of say, right, okay, what is it I want? What is it in my heart? What is it I truly desire? And, you know, you're prepared to go after this. This is what I'm saying, because it's like I say, I feel there's been a lot of anxiety around Libra. This is what it's saying. It's like holding yourself back. I don't know if some of you have been having problems sleeping. as well, because it's shown me there sleep being affected as well. So if you're not getting your rest, and then all of these frustrations as well, it's like, you know, you're like a bear with a sore head at the minute. This is what I'm going to say. I'm just hearing this raw in a way. But it's a good thing. It's like whatever is in there needs to be heard, and you need to be heard as well. And like I say, this week, I feel that you're going to feel the strength that you can actually do this, because like I say, I feel September, October are going to be very good times for you. Feeling independent, feeling happy with you, okay? This is it. Sort of giving yourself a pat on the back for what you have gone through, but also being ready to go for what you want as well. It's like, this is it. You know, I'm not just sitting back and taking this. I feel there's an element of distrust has been around you that I don't know if you've been aware of it, but you haven't wanted to be aware of it. And now it's like your eyes have like opened wide as well. And I'm seeing what I'm seeing here. I don't know if you're getting the guilt card here, and I feel there's something been going on and on and on in your head, but it's like rising above that. When you rise above it, that's where you'll get fresh air, because I feel like the air has been very thick. This is what I'm feeling. You know, when people have to put like masks on because they've got to breathe through the air to get the proper oxygen or something. I don't know if that makes sense to any of you, but this is what I'm seeing here. And it's like, you know, if you rise above this, get out of your head and get out of your own way, you will see that when you rise in vibration, this is when the air is sort of clearer and you can breathe more easily. Because like I say, there's this emptiness that is coming around, and it's like you're wanting to turn your back on this emptiness because you want to feel full. And I feel if you're tapping into your intuition as well, this is where it's saying to you, this is what you need to do for the future. You know, at the minute, it's like, you know, things just seem very, very rocky, and you've got to sort of be careful where your feet is. I don't know if some of you have been like treading on eggshells or something like that, but this is what I'm saying. It's like, it's not secure. It's sort of you now thinking, right, what is it I want? Bringing the balance in for you, you know, as well, and knowing that your hopes and dreams actually can be fulfilled, you know. So there's like I say, this is you going forward. By the end of the week, I really feel there's a determination coming here as well. Some of you could be looking at living arrangements, or looking at back to the past and living arrangements as well. And security, there's money around living relationships for some way. I don't know if some of you have been saving up. It's like sort of some of you could have been saving up, you know, like a little secret stash away. But there's a breaking free this week. This is what's coming in, but being financially okay to do this. So if this is, you know, a relationship, you might have been, you know, saving money in order to get out of it. Or if this is a job, you might have been saving some money so that you can actually leave your job and, you know, have a few weeks where you don't have to work, so you're not panicking looking for it. But whatever it is, it's this week sees you like sort of throwing them burdens off that you've had, throwing the responsibilities that you've felt for other people, and actually sort of standing up for yourself and actually having these ideas of where you want to go. You know, there might be opposition comes with this, you know, expect opposition. And even if you might be a little bit scared or whatever, you know, you need to go. I don't know which sign was it last week, because I'm getting like I'm getting such like a buzzing in my ear. And I know I got it for a sign last week as well, like a really high pitched buzz in my ear there, and that is usually the spirit or connecting. And I feel this is like, it's like You're done with the pain, you know, you're done with the fear. You want love, you want happiness. It's like a double-edged sword, this. This is how I'm seeing it. And it's like, I sort of feel looking back to the past and looking at this one particular sword that has been causing the pain, you know, looking at that. And actually now it's sort of like King Arthur, you know, like pulling that sword out of the stone. And yeah, the stone, they're sort of showing me the stone as being your heart. So I don't know if your heart has been shut down or whatever, but they're pulling this stone out. And wow, these noises in my head. And it's like looking at this, you know, and it's like, right, okay, you know, I want my heart to heal, you know, and like I say, there's a decision around this. And I do feel this week it is about a decision. It's about going forward. It's about finding this fire in your belly as well. It's about cutting out the confusion, cutting out the pain, and actually seeing what it is that will make you happy, because it's like you've been blocked, you know, you've just been hanging around. And you know, this is it. You're telling the truth to yourself, you know, you're telling the truth to other people. You're seeing areas where your energy has been taken and not given back, and you realize that your life is in your hands. Okay, this is what it's saying. And it's no more sitting crying over spilt milk. It's like, right, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to fill my cups, whether you fill your cups with more milk or whether you fill them with wine or whatever. But you know, I feel this is like wanting a taste of the good life. Wow, I don't know if any of you have been suffering from headaches or anything like that, or like pressure. I'm wanting to just do this with my head. My head feels like it's actually exploding here in some way. Wow. But yeah, this is like a massive transformational time for you as well. They're showing me the last 9 months as being a struggle, you know, and you sort of, I don't know if communication's been there. I don't know if you felt in control of your communication or whatever, but this is seeing you like sort of, like I say, breaking free, going internal, going deep, allowing all these emotions, allowing all these feelings, allowing this wisdom and knowledge that you've gained as well. And also allowing this inner guiding light to guide you on your way. So yeah, it's a bit of a strange week for you this week, Libra. It's like I say, there's a lot going on, but I feel it's like the things seem to be breaking down to break open, if that makes sense, to break you open. But what I want to say here is it's like you are at an important part on your journey, okay? And you are being guided in which direction to go. And they're saying to me there, like, follow the sun, okay? Follow the sun. I don't know if that makes sense. There's a great story. A friend of mine's mother, during the evacuation, her son was sent away to another town hundreds of miles away, and he was only 8 years old, and he didn't like it, and he ran away. And about 5-6 days later, a policeman found them back in his hometown, and him and his friend had run away. And the policeman had said, "How did you find your way back?" And they'd followed the train tracks, and they just said, "We followed the sun," you know, and they didn't know which way they were going, but it actually got them back home. And I always love that story, you know, but that's it. Follow the sun this week, Libra. I feel that's your message. So, like I say, Spirit card for Libra, please. They're going all over. There's a lot of energy this week going around. They have for, but please let me know if there's anything with the head here, because my head is literally going crackers here. I mean, I know, like I say, we've got the guilt card there, which is all these thoughts, but this isn't it. This feels like, you know, when you get a high pitch, like static sort of thing, you know, when a radio station's on a different channel, you know, and often that can happen when we're not fully tuning into spirit. So it's just tweaking that knob a little bit and sort of hearing the messages clearly. So Spirit card for Libra, please. Right, okay. Tranquility. What a beautiful, beautiful card that is. And this is saying trust. All will turn out well. Everything will fall into place. peace of mind and tranquility will soon be restored. So this is it. There's a lot of craziness within this, you know, but this is saying, you know, just trust. Ask. I'm not a massive one that works with angels, but, you know, ask the angels for help and guidance. It's a very, very healing card here. It's very tranquil and it's very, very soft, you know. And I feel if you ask for this help, I feel it will be there to guide you. Like I say, there is a guiding light anyway, you know, but this is such a lovely card of peace and peace of mind as well. Okay, so I hope that made sense. If any of you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. The link is below. There's a booking schedule on there. It's very, very easy to book. But can I just state, those that aren't in the UK, that it does work on a 24-hour clock. So if you book for 5 o'clock your time, it's going to be 5 a.m. You're okay. So it would be like if it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it would be 17. Okay, just a few people have got a little bit mixed up with that, so I just do need to stress that. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous week, Libra. It's like I say, it's all going in your favor, and if you just rise above any of this, like head stuff, rise above, and that's where the air is clearer, because it's like I say, just take time to breathe, you know. Often just breathing properly can actually reset our thoughts and keep this calmness there. Okay, Satnam.